What's going on, people? We talking about adapting, and that's what we can do with people. We can adapt to any situation, any environment, any situation, any environment, any place. It don't matter where we at, what we doing. We can get used to it. Any feelings we got out here. That's why it's important that you don't get stuck in your feelings. It is getting important that you don't have your mindset and say that I ain't gonna never move out this bad area that I live in. I came up over here, I was born over here, man, and I probably just go die over here. That's a bad mentality to have. Just because you had a bad life, a bad upbringing, you got used to it. Don't think you can adapt to doing bad. We can't adapt to doing bad. You know what I'm saying? You came from the struggle. You living paycheck to paycheck. People treating you bad. You've been in bad relationships with this man, with this woman. You see what I'm saying? You get used to that. People get used to getting treated bad out here by people. And you just roll with it. You think everybody like that? You lose your feelings. You get depressed out here sometimes. But you can't have your mind stuck like that. You got to understand that you deserve better. And if you tell yourself that I need better, I'm going to get better, you will get better. Just like you just got adapted to being bad and living in a bad environment, you can get adapted to being in a good environment. You can get adapted to having a good relationship, being with a good woman, being with a good man, being with a good friends. Yeah, you can get used to that as well. You got to change your mind frame up though. Because whatever we tell ourselves, that's what we go do. We can adapt to anything. You know what I'm saying? That's how we are as humans. You know what I'm saying? Just like the animals. When it get cold, the birds, they fly down south to the warm weather on it. When they get warm, they fly back up. You know what I'm saying? They adapting to their territory, to their environment. And that's just how we are as humans. You get adapted to them relationships where people treating you bad and they kicking you down and they verbally abusing you and they physically abusing you or whatever the case is. They treating you crazy. You get used to that way of life. You know what I'm saying? Change that mindset. You lead these people. You know what I'm saying? Lead these environments and say, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna find better. I deserve better. Because guess what? When people start treating you better now, you done found a good woman now, a good man, somebody who can support you, who really there for you, you get used to that now. Now you get used to this good woman that's in your life now. You know what I'm saying? You get used to them good friends just calling you and being there for you. And that old shit that used to happen, that's over with. You know what I'm saying? We can adapt to anything. So don't get stuck thinking you're a product of your environment. Don't get stuck thinking these feelings that you get, it's just going to be like this forever. A lot of the stuff is just temporary. It's taking you through it so you can get through it. You see what I'm saying? You can't get used to it though. And it hurts when you get treated bad by people, when you at a bad job and people blaming you and point the finger at you all the times. It depresses you sometimes, you know? It brings you down. It makes you think, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting used to it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to change your mind frame and say, nah, I deserve better. I deserve to be in a better job. I know I'm a manager. I know I can run my own business. I know I deserve to be with good people. And you go get adapted to that. You know what I'm saying? You go get used to that way of living. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had to do that. A lot of people struggle for 30 years of their life, 40 years, 50 years. And they just now living a good life in their 40s, in their 50s, whatever it is. Because they didn't get used to that bad shit. They didn't get, you know what I'm saying? They didn't get stuck in that bad environment thinking, I never make it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who was on drugs and homeless and, you know, they gambled all their money away. And they got used to that life. They got used to being homeless and, you know, used to being on drugs. Then what happened? They changed it up. They went to rehab. They got some help. And now they living a good life. They've been sober for 10, 15 years. They ain't gambled in 20 damn years. They got a house now. All that stuff they lost, they replaced it 3 times now. You get used to living that good life now. Anything we can change, people. All them bad feelings, you feeling depressed all the time, you know what I'm saying? You feeling down, you can change that and you can be happy all the time. You can wake up with joy. You can change your faith. We got to get adapted to it though. It's hard to when you're used to the bad stuff and you know the rain on your life and the pain all the times. But you got to tell yourself you can adapt to anything out here and you can change. Once you want it, it's gonna be there for you. Just keep looking up. That's all I got, y'all. Motivation comes in many forms. Lamborghini Lamar.